So what I've got in this box is going to revolutionize snowmobiling. I can't believe it hasn't already.
I can't either.
You told me about these things and I wasn't listening. How did you hear about them?
I heard about them from the Snow West podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then about 2 months later, I'm telling him, I'm going, hey, I watched this video on Snow West magazine, and they were talking about these goggles, and it's just set it and forget it. You don't, no buttons to push or nothing. He's like, yeah, the Tempest Goggles. And I'm like, he goes, I told you about them. I was so excited about them. I'm like, I didn't hear you.
It happens.
So
anyway, what are these? These are the Tempest heated goggles, right?
So these things are the best no fog goggles on the planet. And what's cool about them is they're light. There's no button to push. They just work as they need to. Mm-hmm. There's no battery that falls off. There's no wires. There's no anything you have to download on your phone. There's not different settings. There's none of that. It just automatically defogs. And I'm normally the guy. Now, when I'm out riding, I got my helmet right here. Put this on for a visual.
He says visual. He just wants to put the goggles on and never take them off.
Okay. So this is how I normally ride with goggles.
This is true.
This is exactly
Can't confirm.
how I normally ride with goggles. Okay. And the reason is because the heated ones, I've got the full-on fan heat, like $500 goggles. I've got 3 sets of heated goggles, and I hate every one of them except for these ones. They get too hot on my face. They're too heavy. The battery dies. They still fog up, and yeah, that's what I don't like about them.
Yeah. And that's actually exactly what I don't like about mine. I just deal with it because I'm a sweaty dude and, I need heated goggles because, the Polaris goggle bag can only defog so fast. And there's nowhere to set them underneath the hood.
So I tried them out last weekend and we rode the whole entire day. And it pretty much snowed the whole entire day. And I threw my helmet in the snow several times, and then threw my helmet back on with the goggles on it. I never once warmed these up in the engine compartment. I never once wiped them off. And how many times did you see me not wearing my goggles?
The entire day, he never took the goggles off. Anytime he had his helmet, and I've rode with you for 2 seasons now, pretty much, and I've never seen this guy not take his goggles off. Like, he's always taking his goggles off, and everybody's different. I get it, and I take mine off too because frankly they suck. And the day he put these on, that changed. The whole day, I was like, every time I look at him, it's just rose gold on the eyes, man. I mean, you couldn't take them off.
It was just amazing. I mean, I've never been so excited about a snowmobile product ever. We're not getting paid by Tempest Goggles, who makes them. I don't know how they make them, but they do. I'll show you one other thing. They look badass.
They do. They look fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, it matched everything.
And not only that,
it just looks sick.
The way that they, the field of view is greater than any other goggle I've tried. That's the first thing I noticed when I put them on. It's like to the right, to the left, everywhere, up and down. And then another thing I noticed is that they're just so light, they're not heavy on your nose. And what were you saying about why they're not heavy on your nose?
Well, if you look back here and you look at the nose guard that they have built in right here on the other brand goggles, we're not gonna shame anyone.
It's an area code, but we're not gonna say which one.
It's not it's definitely an area code. You probably figure that out. But their nose guard is a lot lower. It starts like right here compared to where this one is like way the hell up here, way above your nose, and there's a ton of room behind the foam. So the foam's gonna sit up on the bridge of your nose, and this is actually out. Yeah. Like, it's not gonna drag down on your nose.
And they just like, so the most fog I ever got, one time I threw my helmet in the snow, there got to be like a handful of snow inside the goggles, all that. And I threw it on, and that's the most fogginess it ever got. And it was basically just like a 1/4 inch on the bottom right here, and then like within 5 seconds it disappeared. And they say that it's not supposed to take away the moisture on the outside, but it absolutely did. There was no moisture on the outside. I mean, I never once went like this, not once. I don't have enough good things to say about them. They come with a sticker and a bag, and this is how you charge them. There's no buttons. There's not one button on this entire thing. It's working right now. There's no buttons. It comes with, I got the rose and the amber, or yellow, whatever you want to call it. And then this case. And so anyway, and it comes in this,
really nice
case here. And anyway, I just can't quit talking about it. I mean, we're not endorsed by them or anything like that. We just, and so you ordered yours.
Yep, they just showed up at my house tonight. Haven't been to my house yet, so I will go check those out. I'm gonna try and ride this weekend. The day's up in the air, but I definitely want to try these out myself and give my own review. And yeah, as you said, they're not paying us. We definitely tried messaging them and getting on board with an ambassador group, but I just like these so much that after he got his, I was like, crap, I gotta get my own. Like, I was supposed to get these before him, but yeah.
And I basically bought them.
Bought them on a whim.
No, I bought them like, okay, you claim that story, like all these great things about it. That's what the guy was saying, and I was like, I mean, for $250, I'll call your BS. I'll go ahead and it's basically like I'm calling you out, and that was it.
Now that's another thing. All of this is only $250.
Yes.
I spent more than that on my old area code goggles. We're just gonna start calling them area code goggles. I spent more than that on my old area code goggles. Granted, I bought them at a dealership, so there's a little bit of markup there. So they got to make their cut too. That we support our dealerships, and then they only go up in price from those ones.
Yeah,
I mean they got some that are nearing $500.
I've got the $500 ones,
and I'm just like, what?
I've got the $500 ones.
It's definitely mind blowing to me that there's this much technology, this nice of a case. Those magnetic lenses are sweet.
Oh, I didn't even show that part. Let's show that.
Yeah. By the way, the lens swap is easy on these.
Yeah.
It's magnetic. You just pop it off.
It comes off, and then you can see it just goes back on.
It just snaps on. Like you didn't even try to snap those on. They just fell on.
Yeah, it goes like that.
That was cool. Do it again. No. See? Yeah, that's so cool.
You want to try it?
Yeah, I gotta try it. Yeah, we gotta do this a couple of times here, and you just, wow, that's easy.
Yeah. So it's gonna change. I mean, it will change your day. Like, it will absolutely make you a better snowmobiler.
And you showed up. You were still somewhat sick last weekend, so your energy was low.
Yep.
Did that save you energy throughout the day?
Oh my God! It was just like, it's just one less thing to worry about. Like, being able to see and not getting pelted in the face by ice pellets. It's just one less thing to have to fight. I mean, normally I'll take the punishment of the ice hitting my face over wearing foggy goggles or goggles that have water all over the outside that I can't see out of. So It's crazy to me that they're available and that we can buy them. It's absolutely crazy. So highly, 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 highly recommend.
Yeah, I would have to agree, and I haven't even tried them myself yet, but as soon as I do, I have a good feeling about it. That's for sure.
All right, cool. Go get you a set.